ever encountered issues such as misunderstandings, conflicts, or unproductive conversations when you're having online discussions? I bet many of us can relate to these instances. And when we do, we might find ourselves feeling uncomfortable, awkward, and discouraged. The question now is, are there any strategies that one can adopt so our online discussions can reach a new height? Fret not, we've got you covered. In this video, we will be looking at online discussion manners, an aspect of online communication that is crucial in ensuring that interactions that we're having are respectful, clear, and constructive, allowing everyone to contribute their ideas effectively. Alright, so the challenges that we may encounter during our online discussion could affect the quality of our sessions in a way that you might worry about missing important points, leading to a lack of clarity, and this could also result in missing critical information. Right? And when that happens, it can make you feel awkward and then lose track of the conversation, and it affects your attention and finally your participation, in which it may lead you to struggle to participate fully and share your views effectively. Face-to-face and online discussion each come with their own distinct sets of challenges, and here's a comparison between the two. Alright, so for face-to-face discussion, so the first challenge is nonverbal cues. That is, interpreting body language, facial expressions, and gestures can be complex, and there will be abundant cues and they can be hard to decipher. In addition to that, environment can also be one of the challenges, in which noise, distractions, and physical settings can affect the communication process. Communication can be disturbed by these factors. And the last one is social anxiety. Some individuals may feel intimidated or anxious in face-to-face interactions, affecting their participation. For online discussion, on the other hand, one of the challenges is connectivity problems. Internet disruptions can interrupt the flow of communication. Poor internet connection can cause delays and disrupt the flow of discussion. Next is noise issues. Maintaining attention and focus can be harder due to potential distractions like background noise. Other than that, comprehension is also a problem. Due to distractions and technical issues, there might be miscommunication or misunderstanding of the information that is being delivered. Technical issues is also one of the challenges, in which different tools and platforms have varying features and usability, affecting communication. Participants may have different levels of technical proficiency, leading in difficulties in using the discussion tools effectively. So one of the major problems that people usually have when they are having online discussions would be connectivity problems. So what can you do if you encounter this problem? The first thing to do is to check your internet connection before the online discussion. And you have to also test it out with somebody else, And in instances where you are having connectivity problems, you can use several English expressions to help you out. So now let's look at those expressions. Alright, so here's some useful phrases that you can use, to overcome connectivity problems. Okay, so what do we have here? So you can say, Hazim, are you there? For example, did we lose him? I think we lost him. You can also say, I was having problems logging on, or the connection cut out, or the connection dropped out. You can also say, I'm afraid the connection is not very good. Could you say that again, please? And this one is also good. The Wi-Fi isn't very good. I'll drop off and reconnect. I'm going to move to another room. I will be back in a minute. I'm sorry, I think we missed that. You just froze. Or another way of saying it, you keep freezing. We lost you for a minute there, but I think you were talking about. Could you just repeat that, please? I think we lost you for a minute. You are breaking up quite a lot. Okay, so these phrases are really fun to use, right? Now to the second challenge, which is noise issues, right? To overcome this problem, the first thing to do is to make sure you turn on your microphone only when you are the one speaking. You have to ensure that the placement of the microphone is good so your voice can be heard well. In instances where you cannot hear someone or everyone cannot hear you, right? So you may use these phrases to inform them. Okay, so here's some useful phrases that you can use to overcome noise issues. Right, so I'm sorry, I can't hear you well. It's quite noisy in the background. I'm so sorry, please forgive the noise in the background. Your sound is a bit quiet. Could you speak a bit more loudly, please? Sorry, can you say that again? I can't hear you clearly. Excuse the background noise. Can you speak up a little? Yes, we can hear you now. Can you move a little closer to the microphone? So you can also use, could you write your question or comment in the chat? Sorry, I think you are on mute. Sorry, I was on mute. Allow me to repeat what I said. My microphone, my sound isn't working at the moment. Alright, so these phrases, okay, are very useful to be used, okay, in instances where you have noise issues. Okay, so next one is comprehension problems. Sometimes it is hard to pay attention to online speakers and you can miss key information. So when this happens, you can use certain utterances to ask for clarification. Alright, so when you are having comprehension problems, so you can use these phrases. I beg your pardon, I didn't quite catch that. Can I just check that I understand what you said? So, alright, so you can repeat back in your own words. Could you repeat that again, please? Right, you may add the word slowly, right? I'm not sure I quite understand. Could you please say it again? So, could you run that past me again, please? Alright, and the last one is what do you do when you have technical issues? Among the most common challenges of online discussion, right, it is the technical problems. Everyone has different capability in dealing with technology. Therefore, problems are more likely to arise due to technical issues. So there are a few phrases you can use to deal with the issues. Alright, so in overcoming technical issues, so you can always use these phrases such as, sorry, I think you are on mute. Apologies, I'm having some technical difficulties if you're the one having difficulties with having problems with technical issues. There seems to be a problem with, okay, on my end. My camera or my microphone or my sound isn't working at the moment. Can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. I'm sharing my screen. Alright, so what's the takeaway, right, in the lesson that we've had today? All in all, maintaining good online discussion manners is crucial for an effective communication to still be achieved, even with limited cues. Additionally, it is essential to always practice patience and empathy to foster meaningful and respectful communication at all times. With that, I wish all of you all the best.